In 2002, Juneau Douglas High School was gathered outside for a parade of the Olympic torch, and across the street was a student who chose not to attend school that day, named Joe Frederick, was holding up a sign that said, "Bong hits for Jesus," solely with the purpose and intention of getting on TV being the mischievous kid he was.
Principal Deborah Morse confiscated the banner immediately and suspended Frederick for 10 school days. She claimed he was breaking the school's policy against displaying material to promote illegal drugs. In response, Frederick sued the school, saying the suspension was a violation of his First Amendment rights because instead of being suspended for distracting the school day, he was suspended for displaying a sign that mentioned illegal drugs, something he thought was protected through his First Amendment rights.
Frederick filed a civil rights lawsuit against Morse and the school board on April 25, 2002 to get clearance of his suspension from his records and monetary rewards. Frederick argued it was unconstitutional and violating his First Amendment rights.
The United States District Court for the District of Alaska ruled that Morse did not violate Frederick's First Amendment rights. Eventually, with Frederick's appeals, the case made it up to the Supreme Court.
Morse's argument was that those who viewed the banner held up by Frederick would be influenced by a promotion of illegal drug use, which is against school policy. She also pointed out that the time in which this happened was during school hours and was a school event attended by the student body, even though he was technically across the street, not on school property.
A 5-4 decision ruled that students displaying messages that contain the message of an illegal drug can be prohibited by school officials. The free speech of students was pointed out by Chief Justice John Roberts. However, his opinion was that promoting illegal drug use was not included in that right.
The implications of the outcome of this case was that students don't have freedom of speech within the school system. This brings up the question of what guidelines are for freedom of speech for students and how far into our lives the school can go to discipline us.
Can we get in trouble with the school for being a part of a Facebook page for legalizing marijuana? Can the school board search our backpacks without proper cause? What are the borders of the school campus, and what are the ramifications for actions on campus versus off campus? And finally, how far into our lives is the school system allowed to go to punish us?